Hey everybody, Program Trouble here, and today I forgot to record something for April Fool's, so instead I'm going to be running around the SciCraft CMP and talking about what I've been doing for the past year. Before I start, I've got a couple of caveats. First, a lot of stuff hasn't been tested thoroughly, so that means there's a lot of edge cases that may or may not break these machines. And second of all, these machines probably won't work anyways, because the server, which is SciCraft CMP, has been recently updated to 1.19, and a lot of the stuff was built in 1.12. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any demonstrations. The first thing I'll go over is this storage hall. So how this would work is you have a big central encoder that sends boxes to these smaller branch encoders, and then these branch encoders will tell which slice to open up. And there's one of these branch encoders per water stream, or I should say pair water streams. We'll get to that in a second. And the encoding just works on high signal strength using comparators. So yeah, this is technically not compatible with newer versions if you don't have stacked shulker boxes, but yeah, whatever. So now to the hull itself, there's only 4 items per slice, and you might be wondering, since there's 8 chests here, how that works. All it is that one side is full of shulker boxes, and the other side is loose items. And the excess will go to either bulk or loose item storage, depending on which water stream it happens to be in. And yeah, that's all for this system. There's a bit of extra logic for early exit and some other boring stuff, but yeah, I won't go over that. Next thing I'll go over is the encoders themselves. There's 2 versions. This one happens to be the 12 version, and of course it doesn't work because the SciCraft CMP is in 119. The main differences between the 2 versions is just the dust here no longer works in new versions, and also this dropper will no longer put items directly into the hopper minecart. Next thing I'll go over is an entity-based filter. This concept is 2 years old now, but it works essentially the same. All you have is a bunch of unloaders that put items into a unstackable filter, and then the 16 and 64 stackable items will get launched over these hoppers, and these hoppers will take 1 item stack each and put them into a shulker box. Then these shulker boxes will be broken and sent to the mergers. After the entity filters, the boxes will go to this merger, and what it does is you have a couple of buffers. You switch between them to make sure that the items don't go in an infinite loop, and then you keygen and send the boxes through these dropper lines. And so the keys will end up in this hopper, and whenever a key matches, then this hopper will be unlocked and send items into the unloader. So this unloader will then feed directly into a loader, and the loader will produce some extra boxes in the ice stream, and this hopper line the full boxes. Very simple stuff, not much to say here. The next thing I'll cover is the new mergers. So these mergers are a little bit more sophisticated than the other ones, despite having a little bit less wiring. The way this merger works is you have 2 boxes. One goes in the unloader and the other goes into the loader. The idea is you have a slightly less filled box empty its contents into the slightly more filled box. This is different from the other merger uh, because it's a little bit quicker in the case where you have 2 boxes and at least one of them has a lot of items and the other one has comparatively fewer items. Um, a lot of this wiring is mostly edge case handling, but the idea is very simple. You just compare 2 boxes beforehand and then send them in here. Speaking of comparing the 2 boxes, this machine will do that. You just put the 2 boxes in over these 2 hoppers, and then the comparators will compare them, and then they'll be ordered in this hopper depending on which one has higher signal strength. Finally, you have a SVAR thingy, and all this does is it collects boxes of the same type and groups them together into an output chest. That's all I have planned for this video. Thanks for watching. I realized it's kind of a short video, but what essentially happened is I forgot to record something for April Fool's, kind of panicked, and then hit the record button, then kind of ran around aimlessly trying to explain stuff. That's basically it. Maybe like Maddox in description, I don't know, depends on how lazy I am. And yeah, see you in another year, I suppose.